Hey, get ready to talk like a brand and live your best brand life. I'm Peachy Williams, your brand voice builder. Today we're going to be talking about understanding your brand assets. So, creating a timeless brand that's recognized all over the world takes work, right? The one thing you want to make sure of is that it fully represents what your brand stands for. To be honest, it takes companies and brands years to really niche down and create memorable components that stand out to us, their consumers. So you need to have assets that are going to build a strong brand identity. Those are called brand assets. These are what distinguish your company's characteristics from everyone else. Your assets are a part of your brand guidelines. So if you haven't listened to the brand guidelines podcast, make sure you tune in so you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Your brand assets are like elements, colors, font, tagline, packaging, logo, sounds, songs, anything that makes you recognizable. For instance, one of Microsoft's brand assets is their color scheme. You see those colors and immediately you know it's Microsoft or some derivative of Microsoft and their brand. What about Amazon's packaging? Or what about Nike Swish? As soon as you see that swish or the check, you immediately know that it's Nike, right? So there are 6 really important brand assets you need. One is your logo. This is critical, even if it's just a word, because it's the first visual representation of your brand, and the key is to keep it simple enough where someone can immediately recognize it. Again, think Nike. The second one is typography. It's the font you use, and it should work with any and all devices. So whether you're on a laptop, whether you're on a tablet, whether you're on a mobile phone, that font that you use should be recognizable immediately on all of those devices. Your typography can be different from your font, but that also means that the typography can be different, but it should work together with those fonts for cohesiveness. The third brand asset, and a lot of people don't even think of this as an asset, is legal. It is absolutely an asset because any contract or legal lingo like your disclaimers and other things on your website should be airtight, right? Not only does this protect you, but it helps you look the part, even if you're just starting your brand. Number 4 is brand colors. Color is essential when separating yourself from your competitors. So use a color wheel and understand the psychology of colors and how you want your customers to feel. It's also a good idea to research your industry because some colors are more conservative than others and they are standard in that industry. Number 5, a brand asset that's very important is the imagery that you use. It actually makes a difference. Do you have a set of models you use for everything? What about your B-roll footage? Using stock images the right way can also have a huge impact on your engagement. So make sure that the images you're portraying for your brand are cohesive and they tell your brand story. And number 6, graphic elements. If you're using icons, what kind of icons are you using and where will you use them? Are they flat, colorful, simple, 3D? This can also help you establish a strong brand identity. So those are the top 6 important brand assets, and then everything else falls into the mix. The key is in knowing what to create and how to use them effectively. Make sure these assets keep your brand an asset and not a liability. Until next time, check us out at The Right Mix, WRITEMIXX.com.